I'm in my zone, bass bouncing off the styrofoam. I'm never in between.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
And they'll run it here. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw here. And he's got Moncrief. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now let's go! Blue landed!
Now it's Carson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll look to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 46. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Mayfield looks to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get the penalty yardage back, plus 5 more as they get it to 2nd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd down, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 36 yards.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit!
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the early lead. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete.
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green.
Now back to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Mayfield showing why he was the #1 overall pick. He's got the Browns on the move, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mayfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And they'll go on the ground. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set! Blue, landed!
Here's Carson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll look to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Man open, that's Damian Radley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. On 2nd down, Freeman. Down right around the 25. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They go play action. Mayfield. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And his kick is right there. It's good, And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And New York set to take the field.
Here we go. Blue, landed.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Here we go. Blue, landed. Blue, landed.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Yeah, 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 more there and another first down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
4 down. Now let's go.
They run it with Carson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Marcus May with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass incomplete. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Let's go!
Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Mayfield off the play fake. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 42 yards. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open receiver, complete. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Mayfield with it once more, eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To throw, Mayfield. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Eddie Goldman able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And now it's 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
That second down play call was not. To pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Room to run past midfield. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line.
Set. Green 39.
This is Carson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
Two running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Mayfield to throw it. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mayfield on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams, and there's another nice example there of them making it different. difficult to complete a pass.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Mayfield. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Mayfield, and it's caught. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this one is right through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brian Allen.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the interception, Mayfield is going to float this one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown of the new season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it. Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Myles Garrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for the Browns, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's the truest about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never be luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, big Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on the, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dots,